Welcome all my beautiful crafty friends to my channel, Donna Creations and More. This is me, hi, and today's collaboration is Recreate Inspiration. Host is Lola Creation and Katie from Lady Red Crafting, and the guest host is Jody from Jody's Southern Seasons. Now let's get to crafting. So craft number 1. My inspiration is this little candle down here on the bottom of my table. And you'll see that later at the end of the video. So I have 2 of these candle holders from Dollar Tree. And I already have pony beads, little clear round pony beads glued into the very bottom of them. I did that a long time ago. I was going to do this craft actually last year and never got to it for Valentine. So here we are. So I have these little eye hooks that you can get off of Amazon or anywhere from Wish, whatever, the jewelry section and the craft store. And I'm just going to take my E6000 and glue them in and set them aside to dry. See, there you go. There's a little eye hook. Now I have these glass beads. They're not beads. There's little glass round gems you can get in Dollar Tree. And then here I have those little round diamonds. Look like diamonds, but Dollar Tree sells the bigger ones. So in order for this to work, I need to glue 4 of these on inside of each of my glasses. Now I got these glass. They're not even a base. I don't know what you'll call them. But you can get the glass bases at Dollar Tree to do this DIY. So, I'm just gluing on 4 of them onto this hollow round piece of glass. And I'm just taking a stick and making sure they're all down flat towards my table. And I'm going to set them aside to dry. And then I'm going to do the next one. And these smaller ones came in a little scatter bag from Hobby Lobby in the Valentine section with hearts and lips. I think it came with hearts. I don't know. It's built in my drawer and I happened to see the smaller ones. And I was like, oh, I'm going to use these little ones. And I only added 4. You can do the whole thing if you want. You can add more to this if you like. So here I have these hearts dangles I got off of Amazon last year. Never got to this DIY, but I have used this in other videos in the past for glam DIYs. So I'm going to take 2 of these and I'm going to actually end up taking them all apart because this little idea that I had right here, oh, I can just glue it on top, just not working. Because it's hitting into the little round O-rings. Now, I'm going to show you an easier way of doing this than the way I did, because I had a heck of a time. And if I really would have thought about it, and I was going to do it a different way, from the beginning, would have made it easier. So, you're going to see my mistake. And I'll tell you the easiest way to do this. Now, you don't have to use these type of hearts. You can use the little stones like I have there. I don't know what they're even called. But base fillers? Ah, maybe. So, I had some pink ones and some clear with white in them. And I'm like, oh, these would be super pretty. And that's the only colors I had besides clear. So we took them all apart. And I have them little octagon type beads left. And I'm just going to glue these on. Now you can do it this way. But I don't recommend this way after doing this. But anyhow, this is what Donna's doing right this minute, you guys. Could have been so much easier. But they have a little point in the middle, and I'm trying to make sure they're going to stay level, but they don't. But I'm going to glue these clear little octagon beads on all 6 of my base filler stones. I'm doing 4 pink, and 2 white. See, here I'm showing you. Yeah. So anyhow, we'll continue on. So I glue everything together and let it sit overnight. And I move on to another project. My second DIY. But that's not what you're going to see. You're going to see me continue. So, I keep all my little stones in a mayonnaise jar. And, like I said, recycle comes in handy. I'm one of them people who have to see my stuff. Easier for me to find. So now, let's move on. So we're at the next day. And here's where I had a heck of a time. Because I'm thinking, oh, I can just take these O-rings and just loop them back into this little hole that's on these octagon type beads. Wrong. Did not work. I was struggling. So what I ended up doing is I ended up taking some craft wire and, or did I get to that part yet? Oh no. Here's what I'm trying to, still wrestling with it. And I'm trying to say maybe the hole isn't open. But that still didn't work out for me, you guys. Here I am, like, taking my pliers, like, can I squish it in there? Force it through? Nope. Just was not getting them O-rings back on there at all. So we have to go to another plan. Okay, so I grabbed some craft wire here. Some very thin craft wire. You can use any floral wire. And I'm trying to stick it through these holes. And then I finally got it through, and I was wondering, like, should I wire wrap it? I'm like, no, that don't look right. I'm trying different ways. So I'm like, nope, we're not doing that. We're scratching that idea. So I got it through both ends. And you'll see how I did it. But I'm going to, again, tell you an easier way. Oh, no, I didn't even get it through this end. So I grabbed... What did I grab? I thought I grabbed the razor blade. To try to cut the glue. I did. Here I am with the razor blade. So I'm cutting the glue to get the heck out of my way here. So I can get this wire through this tiny little hole. And meanwhile, my hands are numb. I'm losing feeling in my hands from neuropathy. So I'm having a heck of a time. Still trying to cut the glue away. So don't do it this way. Here's how I recommend do it. Lay your 2 stones down. Now, I would do it with 2 stones. If I had to redo this, this is how I would do it. I would lay my 3 stones down. I would line the wire on top of the back of the stones. And then I would put glue. And then I would add 3 more stones. Instead of using these octagon shape. So that way I would leave some wire on the top and the wire on the bottom. To make it a lot easier. And then I would have stones on both sides instead of these octagon crystals. But if you want these octagon crystals and the wire through the holes, this is how you gotta do it. So there's 2 different ways. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here and keep struggling. And eventually get the goddamn thing through. So here's where I can't even feel it with my hand. I'm like, oh my god. So I finally got the wire. And now I gotta do the rest of them. So that was just one. So I got all 6 to do yet. And I can't even see what the heck I'm doing. Because I'm looking at a little screen right now. Oh, I'm trying to take my nail and pull the plastic clear octagon bead outward. So here I got all 6 done. Yay! And I put one together already. So I'm going to show you how I did them. I laid them on back like that, back to back, and I twist the wires around. Again, lay the octagons back to back and then twist the other ones around. And then I cut off some of the wire, not all of it because it'll fall apart. You gotta leave like 1/8 of an inch, really tiny piece left. And then you just tuck that down. Now that one was not as tight, close enough that I wanted it to be like the other ones. So I couldn't grab it, so I'm just going to twist this and tighten it up. Because I really tucked that wire down. So now I'm going to make sure all my little stones are facing the right direction. And I'm going to take my little plastic heart here, because yes, they're plastic. And thread it through. And then I'm just going to wrap the wire around the wire that we just put through there. So we're going to take the wire, stick it through the hole, and then just keep wrapping it around above the heart and cut it off. Then we're going to do the same thing on the very top. But I got some glue in the way here, so I got to make my hole. So we're sticking it through, and then we're just going to wrap it around. See, that's how we're doing it. We're wrapping around the existing wire that's above the bead. And that's exactly how I did the bottom. And now we're going to do the same thing to the other one. So we have 2 candle holders here. And so we got 2 Dollar Tree candle holders. We have some clear pony beads, which you can get pony beads at Dollar Tree, but I don't know about the clear ones. We have base pillars. And now here's what I'm showing you the easier way. Take the wire. And I'm like tapping my finger because I didn't have any of the heart crystals near me. So I'm going to show you another way that I was saying. Lay the ones down. Hot glue it. And then lay another one on top. And then keep adding your stones. Voila. Super easy. Why didn't Donna think of that from the beginning? Why I had to use the crystals? I don't know. But I did. So, there's 2 ways of doing it. Either with the crystals or with the plain old Dollar Tree base fillers. So now we have our little dangles on here, and we have our base, and we had to add the little crystals onto the base top so these candle holders would not fall through. So they're literally sitting on top of them diamonds. And here's these little heart wedding things I got at Dollar Tree that light up. I got them last year in the wedding section, and I have a mirror here, and it's just going to go just like that. Now I probably will add some crystal around the very bottom of the very bottom the side of the mirror, you know, like a little bit of diamond bling or them little just diamond gems from Dollar Tree. I actually have heart ones that would look super cute. Just put little heart diamond stickers all the way around the mirror. And you know what, I knew where I went looking for goddamn candles and couldn't find any, but I did grab 2 candle holders. So we have 2 candle holders that I'm going to put these mirrors on top. And I'm just hot gluing them in case I want to take them off. But if you want this permanent, you do what you want. Now if you want one tall and just one on one candle holder and one down, you can add whatever you want in it. They even have, if you can't find these little lighted heart wedding couple, they even have in the candle section really pretty light up roses, which I was going to end up using for the very top, but it just didn't look right because they blink different colors. So I end up just using a regular plain old white candle on top. So there is craft number 1 done. Again, I said you had to sit the candle, and you can see it sits right on them beads, the little diamond beads. So you have to make sure you super glue them with E6000 or whatever, Gorilla Glue, or your candle from the top is going to fall down and crash. So now, yeah, this is going to be our next DIY here. Isn't this super pretty? So now let's get to craft number 2 and make that really pretty base. Candy dish. And that was by, I saw Beverly Stunning Creations make one. Not exactly like this, because I am not one to copy. Even though hers was gorgeous. And I probably will make the top. But I did the bottom totally different than her. And so I'm just cleaned my little heart thingy there. And I was so lucky to find it. Like, I saw hers and I was like, oh my god, this is so pretty. And she put it on the little crystal plate and it was all blingy glammed out. And Dollar Tree sells these. When? I don't know. I ain't never seen them, but she said it came from Dollar Tree and I found one at the thrift store. So I'm going to grab these little teardrops here. Crystals that I got from Hobby Lobby in the wedding section. Is it the wedding section? Yeah, like the wedding section in the floral. On sale. I think I got them 50% off. So I picked out all the large ones. Now, when Beverly did hers, she just lined them all up across. And went around the whole heart. That was it. Well, you guys know me. I have to be different. And do my own thing here. So I'm deciding exactly how I want to do it. Because she had them like 2 of the big ones. And they just went all the way around. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I just don't care for it that much. See, I was like figuring it out. I'm like, no. I'm going to do my thing. And when you put 2 of these together, they look like a heart. So I'm like, you know what? This is the route I'm going to go. And I end up grabbing my quick hold glue instead of E6000 this time. And I'm going to use a mixture of the quick hold and my hot glue gun. So my hot glue gun is going to be my quick hold real quick, hold it in place while the quick hold glue dries and make it permanent. I actually love this glue, and after my E6000 is gone, I'm not buying no more. The quick hold is the bomb, and it holds within minutes. So I'm going to add 2 large ones like that and make a cute heart out of them. And I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. And you saw the preview. It turned out so pretty, didn't it? So how are you guys today? If you like this, guys, give me a thumbs up, please. And comment. Even if you don't want to say anything, you just want to give me a little heart. If you like this, Glam candy dish, give me a heart emoji. Look at that. So I decided to do the smaller ones next. So we're going to alternate large and small. So we end up with hearts around our little candy dish here. And I love the way I did it, and I'm glad I didn't do it exactly as someone else. I did my own thing. But that too inspired me. And so on the very end here, I'm going at the point, I'm going to put one on the left and then one on the right. So that way it's very even at the very top and at the very bottom. So technically on the sides we end up adding one large, one medium, or small, whatever you want to call it. Alright, one large, one small, and then one large. Right? That one was coming loose from me having it laying on the table. So let's see, we have one large already. Now we're going to add a smaller one. Oh no. So we just add 2 more on each side. So we're just adding a small one, and then a large one, and the small one's at the point. Yeah, that one's not working out too well because the glue... Oh, it wasn't in the right spot. I think I'd do that on another one too. Because they end up being too close on this side. I was doing it wrong. Need to leave my gap. So we don't run, but not too big of a gap so you don't run into the other one while you're putting it on. And here I am taking it up again because, yep, it was in the wrong spot. So then I decided, okay, I'm going to put the large ones on next. Because I'm doing it left from the bottom up, which made it different from the top. I don't know. I had a hard time. What's new, right? I'm always having a hard time when I grab. So I end up putting the large ones on. And now I can just put those smaller ones on and call it a day. No, we're not going to call it a day. Because, you know me. And you saw already I added more. So there we go. We have our little diamonds on. Our little teardrop crystals. Look at that. Super pretty. My own style. My own way. And I'm like, okay. What else can I do here? You know we have them glass base fillers we just used. So now I'm like, can I put these somewhere and make it look pretty too? So it didn't look right on the very point of the part down there, because that's what I was thinking. Now I'm holding in place and like, okay, so I put them here. So guess what? That's what we're doing. We're going to add a pink one and a white one. And then another white one on the other side. And I'm going to continue alternating my pink and... I think I keep alternating. Yeah. So here, I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to put a pink one right in the center. And it just wasn't working out right there. So I added 2 white ones. And then I'm like, okay, will this pink one fit? And it fits. And it got stuck. And I'm like, oh. But I got it out. And I glued that one in there. And that's like perfect. So then I add a pink one. And then a clear glass one with white in it. And then I'm looking. Like, goodness gracious, should I add more? But then outside, I had some bigger ones. I'm like, I want to add them to the bottom so I can add little feet. Because the bottom is grooved in. And we need a solid base. And yeah, and moves this dollar sticker. That's all this little thing cost me, was $1. So I add them on, and I'm like, I do have some little, after I clean up this mess, I do have little feet that I ordered for this project. And yep, I'm showing you that my recycled mayonnaise jar. And I'm thinking, should I do something else? Yep, and I grabbed my little feet thingies here, my little crystal, the little crystal knobs. I got them off of Amazon. And I'm just hot gluing this in place for now, video purposes, but I do recommend, nope, I'm sorry, I'm adding hot glue in it, quick hold. Well, why did I do that and didn't add it on the stones? I don't know. I have to go back on the big base pillars there. And I found them in a thrift store. All that for like $1 or something. And I grabbed them because they had pink ones in there, but I'm glad they had bigger ones. But you don't have to add the little crystal bottoms, do you? So now let's get to craft number 3. And my inspiration was my fellow YouTube friend. And it's his love sign. And oh my goodness, did I have a problem. I really have to go back and watch some of these videos. I think this is from Dollar Tree. Yeah, because it doesn't say any price from like if it's from Dollar General. So I'm going to take my little handy dandy fancy craft scissors. And I like this little saying on top. And I'm just going to trim it out and make a little decorative edge. Because it says, I think it says, love you always. I thought the saying was already cute. Now, I really think that later on it'll be super adorable. Put a picture of me and my husband in there. But I didn't have one. I don't know, with today's technology, I don't print out pictures, and I really should. So I took a little scrap piece and glued it on the back of the hole. Because I had a hole there that was a little wire. So I'm just trimming my edges to figure out where I want it. Now, here's where the problem came in, and that's why this video is really late right now, but everybody should be used to me being late. But anyhow, I have this brand new pack of paper that I thought was really pretty from Hobby Lobby. We had it on sale. And I'm just going to measure it out and take this piece that I cut off and put some Mod Podge on here. Now, I did this all at once. Maybe that's why it didn't work out. I don't know. I have to watch Sabrina's video. You know, my friend Sabrina Craftanigans that I collab with on our Bake Trash to Treasure collab. And see how the heck she did this. But I pressed it down, and I'm using my brain, and I'm rolling it. And I'm really getting that paper, and I'm cutting off the excess. As much as I can, sort of. But I really think, I don't know what I did wrong. I had a hell of a time. I'll just be honest. I had a hell of a time. Anybody who does, it looked really cool when Sabrina did it. And you guys, I know you're going to be watching. So tell me what the heck I did wrong. So here I'm taking my heat gun embrayer. And I'm making sure I dry this sucker really good. So I knew the glue was going to be dry. Well, guess what? The glue wasn't going to be dry. And I grabbed my lighter and I'm trying to burn the paper around the edges. But meanwhile, as you see, I just burnt my poor heart because I had it upside down. Now, it does work, but it didn't work perfectly. I had a hell of a time with this sign. And you will see that on... I burned the heck out of it. I don't know, you guys. Whoever... What did I do wrong? Because it did work. But not, it didn't keep burning. You would figure the paper would just kept on burning, but it didn't. I don't know, so here I'm taking my little X-Acto knife and I'm cutting out some more areas to try to get it to burn it. It wouldn't burn the damn paper, you guys. And every time when you don't want a fire, it happens. Here I am trying to make a fire and it won't work. Maybe it was the paper. Maybe they used napkins. I think they did. Oh, maybe that's my problem. I used cardstock and I think they used napkins. Oh well. This is what you do. And this is what happens when you try to use cardstock. And so now I'm like, okay, let me try to get some of this burnt stuff off. Oh my gosh. And then sand my sides down. Look, I burnt the hell out of it. And I'm trying to take some sandpaper, wrap it around my paintbrush there, and I'm just trying to get it. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna sand some of it off. Maybe a baby wipe would take it off. Hell no. I'm like, oh jeez. So I'm still trying to get more of this paper out, and I'm burning the heck out of it still. I don't know. It took me over an hour to mess with this goddamn thing. So here I'm taking some white paint. I'm like, okay, I gotta fix this. the color is already pretty on the paper. It's like a pink and a white and all mixed in. So I'm trying to fix it. And then I guess I'm sitting here still trying to get more of the paper off. Because I noticed there was more as I'm trying to touch it up. So I'm like, okay. See, it's looking better. So then I go and grab my pink ballet slipper by Waverly just to give it some more pink on there. And no, I did not cover up all the paper. It turned out really pretty. And I have these wooden hearts I got last year at Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to use these too. And my glue gun was not heated up, so I'm just using some Mod Podge until my glue gun heats up. Then I'm like, okay, I don't know. I think I'm going to paint this whole thing. Okay, so I grabbed my ballet slipper chalk paint, and you cannot paint Dollar Tree wood like this. I mean, you can, but you're going to take forever. So I ended up mixing it with some water. And that's what works for me. And I just go around and paint the whole goddamn thing in pink. Which that took a while. Because you had to get every little spot. And this wood soaks up this paint. And that's why I use water. Because this MDF, whatever it is, just would take a lot of paint and would take forever to coat. And I only did one coat on this whole entire thing. So I just make sure I get in every little crevice area as much as I can here. And believe it or not, I didn't even... Oh, my glue gun's heat up. Yay, we can hot glue these hearts on. And then I saw some spots I missed. So I'm like, okay, let me paint the whole back. Because I already got a mess coming through here. So I'm going to paint the whole entire back. So it looks super nice in all the directions. And add my little sign back on here. And yep, I'm still wiping off some paint and cutting some paper. Then I decided to take my wooden skewer, try to push the paper in. Whatever, didn't get filed off. I'm going to have to take my jewelry file, or get a pair of files and keep it at my desk. But here it is. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to add white to these hearts. So I just add a little bit of my white paint to these hearts and give it a quick dry. And now to the final reveal, finally. So here was my inspiration, these candles that I got at a card store. And this is what I made. And here's my cute little love sign. Oh, it says love is all you need. And then if you follow me, you know I just did this table centerpiece here. And a cupcake before. And I just added the lights to it. And so now this is my tablescape. And then here's the heart. With the gems. And you can add candy, whatever you want in it. I'm probably just going to add some little flowers in it. So to blend together with my stuff. So tell me what you guys think. Again, if you like what you see or these, what's on the table. So here's my sign. It turned out really good, finally. Again, if you want to see how I made the table decor here, I have a tutorial on that. Same with the cupcake is in that video. And it all matches my little, my placemats there. And here's what I'm saying. I probably put some little bling around the edge because I need something. And that's where I'm thinking them little diamond hearts will look super cute. Again, this was my inspiration piece. And this is my tablescape. It's finally complete after doing this video. So I love it. I think it's super pretty. And here's with the lights off. Nice and romantic. Plenty of light still. I'm super happy with all my DIYs I have come up with this year. I am really trying to bring you guys all the best. So now, here's a few pictures of my crafts I just did. The candle holders, the love sign, and then my heart candy dish. It's super pretty. Subscribe, comment, like, and share, please. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you on next video.